Hello, my lovely Leos. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided twin flame soulmate reading for the month of June. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send back to you. For anyone new here, welcome. We're going to be using the spellcasters for the general energy to look at what's going on. We also take a peek into the shadow. That is the lighter karmic lessons of what is going on and what is known to us, what is in the light. And then we also take a look at the shadow. Did I say shadow? Interesting. There might be a blend of the light and the shadow, okay? But we also take a look at the shadow, which is the darker, deeper, more difficult karmic lessons and what might be hidden from us in the shadow. We try to bring it to the light, not only to become aware of it, but also so that we can heal it. So during the cleansing ceremony, the Ace of Swords pops up, and the Ace of Swords in that deck is full of flame. And I feel like someone's coming in pretty hot with some words. I don't know if it's like how you're talking to each other mentally, or, you know, if someone is actually going to be coming in, which I have a feeling someone's going to come in with some very strong words. Like when it popped out, it flew at me like it was trying to pierce me. So I feel like someone has a lot to say. In the light energy, earth energy came up, so I feel like you're very influenced of what's going on in the planet, and you're kind of internalizing that energy, and it's really influencing your heart chakra. And then in the shadow we had the water energy. So, you know, in the shadow, it's influencing your emotions, but it's also associated with the throat chakra. So just know if this person is coming in with words meant to hurt you, that it's just coming from the shadows, okay? So let's see what's going on for Leo with their soulmate twin flame for June. What's going on with Leo? Yesod, the root, the connection. So I think that you are very much getting down to the root of the connection that you have with this person. I think that you are really, you know, psychoanalyzing what keeps you rooted to them. And, you know, this is also the root chakra. And like I said, I feel like the earth energy is really influencing you, which might make you feel rooted or unrooted, depending on, you know, which end of the spectrum that you are. But this is very much taking things from the roots. And you know, this connection is influencing your stability in general, is what I'm getting. It might be influencing your, you know, all things having to do with the root chakra, your eating habits, your drinking habits, what makes you feel safe. You know, might be influencing your animalistic urges of sexual nature. But yeah, your root chakra is really, really getting involved here. What else for Leo? Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, wow. So we have had the left leg submission. Someone is stuck in this energy of wanting you to submit to them. And I don't think, you know, like there's some aspect of submitting that is stuck here. Okay? I don't know if you want them to submit to you, or they want them to you know, you both probably want each other to submit. And that's what I'm getting. And it's like, you know, you might be, of course, because, you know, if it's the twin flame situation, if you want them to submit, that means they want you to, that you want them to submit, then they want you to submit. You know what I mean? It's the same wound, just the opposite end of the cord. So that is definitely going to be part of that. But then we have the angel of song coming out in the root. So be careful about what you're listening to. I feel like what you're putting in your ears is influencing your root chakra. Okay. And then with the submission, we have the angel of silence. So I feel like silence, kind of keeping someone out in the cold, giving them the cold shoulder and not communicating, is a way of submission, of trying to get someone to submit. What else? What else for June for Leo? Wow, Leo, this is already, woo. What else for Leo? What else is going on for Leo? Wow, there's just so much. Okay. So, we have the Angel of Rain coming out in reverse. I feel like this is not going to be cleansed fully. You know, like I said, the water energy was coming up in the shadow. So I feel like there's not going to be a purification of this because it's just not time. It's just not time with the Angel of Time. All right, let's see what's going on here. What's happening in this root chakra? What is happening in this root chakra? There you are, the sun. There you are. So you are all up in your root. You are all up in the root. I think you're trying to focus on the positive aspects of things, trying to focus on the light. And as you know, Leo, it's so good to focus on oneself, but sometimes there are other things that need to be focused on. But it looks like you're doing pretty good, though, that like you are rooted, you know. I think that there's some cleansing that has to be done, because what I'm getting is that like you're trying to focus so much on the positive that it's causing your root to be unstable. But, I mean, I will never say that the Sun card is a bad card whatsoever. It's the most positive card of the deck, as you know, and it's your card, Leo. So this is very positive that it's coming up, but I'm really feeling some different type of way with this. What's the light energy here? You might be writing songs about your feelings. What's the light energy? Yeah, Malamar, entangling control. Here's that darkness. So, okay, so it's good. It's good. It's good that you are focusing on the light here. And that's the thing, is like you feel like your root, the way you're rooted is a little disheveled. So you're focusing on yourself and the light in this, because your twin has this entangling control over you. This is dark energy. You know, this is Malamar that comes to try to entangle themselves in you and try to control you, you know, into submission through silence. So it says, it lures its prey close with hypnotic motions, then wraps its tentacles around it before finishing it off with digestive fluids. Like, that's a mean motherfucker, you know? So, you know, be careful of how they are moving their body, especially with the song, you know, how they are trying to ensnare you to bring them to you. Just be aware, because the reason why, you know, they're entangling control, of course, we have like the tentacles and things here, but it's very root-like. So they're trying to get entangled into your roots. Might be sending you songs or something like that, and that's a way that they are trying to control you. What's the shadow here? Meowstic, ear influence, and psychic. Yeah, so in the shadow, we have ear influence, so and psychic. So, you know, it might be that there's a psychic type in your life that's in your ear and influencing, you know, what you're thinking, or it could be them in your ear. You know, in the shadow can be in the 5D, where they are consistently, you know, tapping into you and sending you messages into your mind and things like that. So they could be up all in your ear. And this music is definitely influencing you. Okay, it's the ear influence, so just be careful about what music you're listening to. It says, when in danger, it raises its ears to release enough psychic power to grind a 10-ton truck into dust. So just know that it's like when this person feels that they don't have control over you, psychically, they're like outraged, and they like put out so much, you know, energy into the universe towards you to try to have control over you. But there you are, sitting pretty, like, no, I'm good. I'm the fucking sun. I'm just gonna bask in my own warmth, you know, and go on my merry day. Because as you can see, this divine feminine doesn't have a divine masculine. She's with her babies. She's with her creative projects, and she's good. She's good. So Wow, let's see about this submission and the silence. Like, what? Yeah, the Fool in reverse. So there's a feeling about not wanting to start a new beginning, and that's why. Like, a new beginning can't take place because it's the Fool in reverse. Like, no one's willing to take that risk to go over the edge because you are both wanting each other to submit in a different way, you know, and using silence as a weapon. So it's like you might want, you know, they might want you to submit by talking to them. And the way that they try to do that is by, you know, being silent, you know, and vice versa. Someone's definitely using it, but it feels like both of you. But that's why a new beginning is not going to be happening in June, it looks like. I mean, energies can change at any time, of course. I'm recording this on the Sagittarius full moon on June 5th. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But that's why it's not starting. What's the light energy here? Peckoff and Professor Oak's hints. Yeah, so, all right, let me drink some water. They like to communicate in very sneaky ways. It's like passive aggressive. Like, they're silent, but they're consistently hinting towards you. You know, trainer cards always indicate the other person. And Professor Oak, like, could be someone a little bit older involved here, could be someone who is like an academic, a scientist or something. There he is, like, holding the book, but there's some sort of like hinting going on. And look at Pidgey with that little side eye. Like, there's sneaky shit going on. So I don't know if they are like writing a song for you and like you hear it in your ear. That's very Twin Flamey. You know, just like trying to annoy you, trying to get you to talk to them. But Peckoff I take as, you know, even though it's a normal type, it's a bird Pokemon. Bird I take as air. You know, air is swords, communication. So it's like they're very peckish with their communication. This feels very like sneaky, sly. It says, a common sight in forests and woods. It flaps its wings at ground level to kick up blinding sand. Yeah, so they like to keep you blinded. You know, they don't want, their conversation, it's like when they come around and do this sort of peck, they cause this turbulence, and like the way that they flap their wings, the way that they communicate gets sand up and goes into your eyes, you know, like when they communicate, it's just passive aggressive sort of like hinting sort of stuff. And then it leaves you blinded because they ice you out, you know, they leave you in silence, or that you feel pressured to be silent towards them because all they do is want you to submit to them. What's the shadow here? What is the shadow here? Wow, yeah, this is a special type of dark energy called dangerous energy. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. What they're doing is dangerous because they are, you know, possibly ruining this connection, you know, and getting it stuck and not being able to have a new beginning because there's just this, it's dangerous for both of you the way this communication is going, you know, because there's just this like hinting sort of passive aggressive type energy and then blinding and silence. It's dangerous because we have Mr. Mime using juggling because someone's being a clown and trying to juggle too many things. It says, it is adept at conning people. It is said to be able to create walls out of thin air by miming. Yeah, so this person is a clown. They like to trick people. You know, they make things like exist that don't really exist. So, you know, I will also say about Mr. Mime, it's known as the light barrier Pokemon. It does talk about creating walls out of thin air, which for them, you know, is very shifty. But I'm getting another message towards you. It's like you need to learn to put up a light barrier towards this dangerous energy that they're bringing towards you. Like, learn how to put a light guard up and block that shit out. So, looks like the rain is not coming because it's not time. Can you tell us about that? The 10 of Swords. Yeah, this conversation isn't over. I do sense a betrayal that has happened, but it's like, it's just, it's like they won't end the conversation fully, you know, and neither will you. You won't close the door totally. And it's not time to do that either. But there's some sort of cycle communication wise that isn't going to be completed during June because it's just not time. Which makes sense. We're in a Venus retrograde in Gemini, you know, the sign of twin flames. So what's the light energy here? Hoopa using portal strike. Yeah, they definitely psychically attack you. For sure. Through psychic portals. They attack you. So that's another reason why you really need to protect yourself from this dangerous energy. Because, like, the psychic energy, they're all up, you know, creating a psychic portal to fucking attack you. Like, look out. It says it's able to, or it is said to be able to seize anything it desires with its 6 rings and 6 huge arms. With its power sealed, it is transformed into a much smaller form. So, you know, we have 66 coming up, 2 6s. So I don't know if you're going to see that number around and just know that that is them. But like, look, this is very, you know, witch doctor, voodoo-y type stuff. They might be dabbling in some dark arts to try to psychically attack you. So make sure you're protecting yourself. And you know, with its power sealed, it transforms into a much smaller form. So I feel like there's some energy of feeling smaller than you. Like they don't feel as strong as you. What's the shadow here? And that's the conversation. That's not... Yeah, iron defense. Protect your heart. Protect your heart chakra. What's the shadow here? Golbat, super poison breath. Yeah, they have nothing but poison in their mouth right now. They have super poison breath. And that's why they're psychically attacking you. That's why you need to protect yourself. Because they just have this foul energy in them. And, you know, it's in the shadow too. Like, and the thing is like, they have so, like, here they are psychically attacking you, and they're all up in your ear, and you can hear them, you know? And that's how they're trying to maintain control over you, by messing up your very root, you know, by making you not feel safe, by interrupting your food, your drink, your sleep schedule, things like that. And you really need to focus on yourself, on the sun, you know, focus on that. It says, its thick fangs are hollow like straws, making them unexpectedly fragile. These fangs specialize for sucking blood. Yeah, they're a fucking blood sucker, you know? Like, this conversation isn't over about them stabbing you in the back and then, you know, here's the wolves coming for the blood, you know? Like, leaving you out for the wolves. That conversation hasn't ended. It's not the time for it to, you know, it's just not happening this month. But they're a fucking bloodsucker. And they're coming to psychically attack you. So you need to protect yourself. Whew, Leo. Wow. We will take a closer look at this energy in the extended. I'm going to look at what you can do to protect your root chakra, how we can break this cycle of, you know, submission and silence, and then also see if we can figure out a little bit about the time scale of when the rain is going to come to purify this, because hot damn. All right, what does Leo need to hear about love? Obviously a lot, but that's too many. I saw the one that's love changes everything. Words are deeper, you know, or like hurt is deeper. Words mean more. If you never have a broken heart, you'll truly never learn to love. Yeah, I mean, ain't that the truth? You know, like these relationships, breaking your heart open gives you access to the eternal love that is within us. And we have to choose to give it to ourselves, which it looks like that's exactly what you're doing. But, you know, the broken heart is necessary. I understand it's painful, and it looks like June is not the greatest month for you, Leo, and I'm sorry because you've been having so many good spreads, but just know that it is essential. Love is like a storm. It is fresh and cleansing. It is natural and essential. It is powerful and fulfilling, and nothing can get in its way. Yeah. You know, love is going to come by the storm. The rain is not ready to come yet, but it will. Just know that the cleansing energy is going to come, and it will be fresh and cleansing. It will be natural and essential, powerful and fulfilling. You know, when this person is ready to not just be in your ear psychically, but to come towards you, they will. Okay? Nothing will get in the way. And until then, you really need to focus on protecting your own energy, because what they're doing is fucked up. Super fucked up. I usually don't take sides, but Leo, you got to protect yourself. So, you know, just keep focusing on yourself. Give the love to yourself to try to, you know, stay grounded and things like that. And like I said, if you would like to follow me into the extended reading, the link is in the description box below. We'll take a look at how to root and, you know, everything that I just said. But okay, I hope to see you again for the next reading, Leo. I love you very much. Bye-bye.